Get ready for the action because Jannik Sinner is making a massive scheduling move ahead of Wimbledon. Sinner has been on an incredible winning streak, dominating the Masters events, and he is now signaling a significant slowdown. We dive into why this decision might be a huge risk for his upcoming Grand Slam title defense and what it means for the grass court season.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the big picture surrounding Jannik Sinner's motivation as he heads into the Italian Open. Sinner is aiming for a historic 6 consecutive Masters 1000 titles, and we explore his thoughts on the absence of Carlos Alcaraz and what this means for his focus and mindset on the court. We switch gears and take a look at the rising star, Rafa Jodar, and his incredible journey. Jodar is making waves on the ATP Tour, climbing nearly 70 spots in the rankings after winning his first title and facing the world number 1, Jannik Sinner, in Madrid. Find out what Jodar learned from that monumental clash. Finally, we confirm the major news. Jannik Sinner is skipping the Hala Open entirely, taking a 3-week break between Roland Garros and Wimbledon. This decision is set to make his Wimbledon title defense incredibly tricky, and we break down all the implications for the upcoming Grand Slam. Stay with us for the rest of the show. Jannik Sinner is making a significant scheduling decision ahead of Wimbledon, signaling a potential shift in his ATP Tour rhythm. Following an unbeaten run since his Indian Wells victory, Sinner has amassed 4 Masters event titles, suggesting he has won every available Masters tournament at age 24. While he has maintained strong form throughout the European clay court swing, Sinner has indicated a slowdown on the tour. Crucially, Sinner is not scheduled to play in the Hala Open this year, suggesting he will take a 3-week break between Roland Garros and Wimbledon. This decision, which Sinner has previously criticized regarding the ATP schedule, could significantly impact his Wimbledon title defense. While the break will undoubtedly benefit his general fitness, it presents a major barrier to his championship aspirations at Wimbledon. Last year, Sinner secured his first Wimbledon title after defeating Carlos Alcaraz in the final. This year, however, he will face the challenge of defending the title without playing on grass prior to the Grand Slam. The grass court swing is notoriously brief, and many top players struggle to adapt to the surface following a clay court stretch, as evidenced by previous first-round exits at grass court majors by players like Holger Rune and Stefanos Tsitsipas. Without prior grass court experience, Sinner risks struggling to acclimatize to the surface at SW19, despite his inherent talent. This move could delight rivals such as Novak Djokovic and Alexander Zverev. Sinner has a history of varying results at the Hala Open, having won the title in 2024 but losing in the second round in 2025. Given that Wimbledon effectively serves as Sinner's grass court event this year, there is substantial scope for an upset at the UK Grand Slam. Jannik Sinner is returning to Rome for the Italian Open with high expectations, aiming for a historic milestone, becoming the first player to secure 6 consecutive Masters 1000 titles. Sinner is motivated by his previous runner-up finish in the final last year and the support of his home crowd. However, the tournament will lack the presence of Carlos Alcaraz, who is sidelined with an injury. Despite this absence, Sinner remains highly complimentary of Alcaraz's impact on the sport, acknowledging that having him around benefits the game. Speaking ahead of his opening match, Sinner expressed disappointment about missing out on facing Alcaraz, describing him as a player capable of reaching unbelievably high levels. Sinner countered this by emphasizing his own consistency, stating, "I try to stay mentally focused on every single point and give my maximum all the time. Whether you're world no. 1 or no. 2 doesn't change much, because every match starts from 0 and everything is decided on the court." While Alcaraz focuses on his recovery, the injury situation serves as a reminder of the fragility of careers in professional tennis, referencing past incidents involving players like Juan Martín del Potro and Dominic Thiem. Experts suggest that Novak Djokovic may see an advantage following their recent encounter in Melbourne. The focus remains on Alcaraz's careful management of his wrist injury, with his camp prioritizing a cautious recovery. Alcaraz is still viewed as a rising star, and while there were earlier suggestions of an early return, Wimbledon is currently considered the more realistic target for his comeback. Rafa Jodar is experiencing a significant surge in his tennis career, marked by a breakthrough week on the ATP Tour that has propelled him nearly 70 spots in the rankings. At just 19, the 19-year-old has secured his first title and reached a Masters 1000 quarterfinal, culminating in a high-profile clash against world number 1 Jannik Sinner at the Mutua Madrid Open. Jodar reflected on the encounter, stating, "I learned a lot," acknowledging the high level of competition against Sinner and emphasizing the sustained effort required to compete at the elite level. Jodar demonstrated an elite performance during his breakthrough week at the Caja Magica, securing back-to-back wins against number 5 seed Alex de Minaur and number 27 seed João Fonseca, achieving a top 40 debut. He described the Madrid tournament as one of the best of the year, highlighting his connection with the crowd. Looking ahead, Jodar is making his main draw debut at the Foro Italico, where he secured an opening round victory over Nuno Borges. He is currently seated in a Masters event and is positioned for a potential maiden Grand Slam seeding at Roland Garros. Jodar is focused on managing the demanding clay court season, emphasizing the need for recovery and physical health. His team support is crucial to his success, particularly from his father, who provides invaluable encouragement during both triumphs and challenges. Jodar expressed deep gratitude for his father's constant support while traveling with him. In the upcoming schedule, Jodar will face Matteo Arnaldi in the 4th round, while the possibility of facing Alexander Zverev in the quarterfinals remains open should both players advance. Tennis star Jannik Sinner has announced he will skip all grass tournaments leading up to his Wimbledon title defense, opting for a 3-week break between Roland Garros and Wimbledon. This decision means Sinner will not participate in the Halle Open this year. Sinner is taking a strategic rest period amid his demanding schedule. In other tennis news, coaching challenges are being discussed, with one observer suggesting that the most difficult job in the world might be coaching Emma Raducanu, attributing the dilemma to her perceived intelligence. Furthermore, high-profile players are addressing the mental aspects of competition. Iga Swiatek shared insights on managing pressure, emphasizing the necessity of controlling emotions following a recent battle in Rome.